Hey guys, my name's Caleb, and in this video, we're going to be talking about some awesome news coming out of Coinbase Pro. Just an hour ago, they tweeted that starting today, inbound transfers for Ankr, Curve, and Storj are now available in regions where trading is supported. Now, this is just an hour ago. This is Tuesday. Now, we're starting to notice a trend here. Let's look back at just a week ago, back on March 16th. Tuesday as well, right around the same time, 9-10 a.m. They announced that ADA, Cardano, was going to be released onto Coinbase Pro for inbound transfers, and then 2 days later, you could start trading it. And then the Tuesday before that, we saw March 9th, Matic, Scale, and Sushi are available in regions where trading is supported. So it seems like every Tuesday morning, they're announcing 3 new coins, except in the case of ADA, which was actually a big enough coin for it to be released on its own. They're releasing 3 new coins every Tuesday, it seems like. And my prediction is, and this is just speculation, that that's because of the direct listing that was supposed to be in March, but has now been delayed into April. So now I think that this is a good move on their part. I mean, if you got a big direct listing coming up and a lot of people are evaluating your company, you obviously want it to direct list and IPO for as much as possible, especially because a lot of people are anticipating them to be one of the first companies ever to do a direct listing and coin offering hybrid combo where you can buy stocks and shares of their company, which is going to be, you know, let's say, for example, they split it like 60-40 or even 50-50. 50% of their company can be bought out in stocks, and the other 50% of their company can be bought out through a token, right? Now, that would be a hybrid direct listing. And there's been talks and rumors that this is what they're going to do, which would be very interesting. And I think that'd be perfect because that's what Coinbase is all about, is bringing, investors over to the token and cryptocurrency world. That'd be awesome if they were the first hybrid ever to do that. But it was delayed, and although they didn't give any reasons to why it was delayed, I think it's pretty clear. Number one, they don't want to release their token in kind of like a little pullback. They want to do it in mid, a giant bull run when everything's popping to new highs, and there's all kinds of new money in the markets, I should say. And I also think it was because Coinbase just recently settled with the CFTO with $6.5 million in fines over old trading practices. Basically, between 2015 and 2018, you can read into the article, but it wasn't anything crazy. A lot of exchanges did it, but they were doing some kind of like insider trading. They'd put bots in or whatever it was. You can read through the article. A lot of other exchanges do it. They're just kind of part of going public. You get fined. They do deep forensic investigations into everything you do. It's better for them, and I think this was smart. Just pay the fines, move on, so that there's no dirt under the rug, so to speak, whenever you go public. So back to these, right? We have Ankr, Curve DAO, and Storj announced. Let's look at these, okay? So starting today, Tuesday, March 23rd, Ankr, Curve, and Storj are introduced to Coinbase Pro ahead of trading. So starting today, you can transfer in, and trading will begin on or after 9 a.m. March 25th, which is 2 days later. This is the exact same thing that happened last time. And let's go ahead and look at what happened already, the reactions to this. So just today, let's look at Curve, okay? Just in the last 24 hours, if my stuff is going to load, here we go. You can see, obviously, this is whenever this tweet went out. And maybe some people got inside information over here, who knows? But this tweet went out, and we went from $2.51 all the way up to $3.14. Look at that, 25% move against Ethereum. That is wild. If you guys don't already know, Curve DAO, I believe they talk about it in here. Let's go back to, oh yeah, it's right here. So Curve DAO, where are we at? Curve DAO is an Ethereum token that powers Curve.fi, a decentralized exchange and automated market maker protocol. The protocol is designed to make it easy to swap between familiar ERC20 tokens. So very similar to Uniswap, right? And also providing liquidity, I believe, for people. I haven't looked too much into Curve DAO, but oh yeah, you're able to, with stablecoins, provide liquidity on Curve, okay? And then Storj let's look, is that next? Actually, let's do Ankr next. Ankr, I haven't heard of Ankr before today, but it is I will look into it. I promise I'll do a whole video on it. It is an Ethereum token that powers Ankr, a distributed computing platform that aims to make it easy and affordable for developers to deploy and use a variety of blockchains. The Ankr token can be used to pay for services on Ankr, such as node deployment, and also act as an incentive for network participants. So since that news broke, this one is a little bit smaller of a market cap. It has just broke the top 100. I'm assuming just in the last, since that news broke. So it was trading earlier today at 91 cents, and then we just broke out to, I'm sorry, not 91 cents, 9 cents, right around 9 cents, and then we just broke up to 11 cents. Look at that. Against Ethereum, look at the move in the last day. That is insane. Because earlier it was 72 cents, 60% against Ethereum. It's crazy how these small market caps can move with big news like this, especially whenever, I mean, they were on a big exchange like Binance before, but it's so much bigger whenever a small market cap one has no big exchange. They're just like traded on like Uniswap or something, and then they get some huge big boy coming in like Coinbase and allowing all those investors to come into the space. That's when you see big jumps like that, which I'll talk about in a second at the end of the video, why I'm excited about Audius. And I have some Audius tips, or not tips, but news that I'm excited about later. But also Storj, let's look into Storj. I'm probably saying this wrong, but is an Ethereum token that powers a decentralized cloud storage called tardigrade. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that wrong. After users upload a file to tardigrade, pieces of each file are distributed to a global network of independent nodes. When someone requests a file, it is then recompiled securely and made available for download. Okay, so seems like a decentralized storage, cloud-based data. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And let's look at this one. So this one's an even smaller market cap, rank 123. And just in the last day, wow, we've moved all the way from lows of 84 cents to now $1.80. Look at that, 90% move against Ethereum. So look at this. You think people had some inside information around here? I think it's definitely possible, but that's crazy. Look at the volume. Went from down here, volume, 24-hour volume of 70 million to now 684 million. And let's look, by the way, before, I know we've said this before on the last one, whenever we talked about the last tokens to be released, Scale did something similar. This was whenever it was released, March 9th, the tweet was announced that it was available. And then we went from 34 cents all the way to $1, a little over $1. That's a almost 3x move. And then it shot back down to 65 cents, which is still a double move, right? Almost 100% move since the announcement, which is crazy. This one was around the same market cap as Storj, right? Pretty similar. So that's pretty crazy to see. Are we going to see another run up like that and then a calm down? I'm not really sure. Right now for these, in order to trade it, you have to be on Kraken or Binance or Huobi, whatever it's called. But anyway, what I wanted to say earlier about that is because whenever Coinbase releases one that doesn't have a lot of volume and exchange already, the drastic amount of change from volume, and we saw just like this one, a 90% change. It's because so many more people are exposed to it than before. I'm really excited about, I've talked about this before. Oh, by the way, if you want to know which ones that are going to be possibly leaked next Tuesday, this is the only real information we've had. July 31st, 2020, they talked about possible ones that they were looking into. As we see, Curve.fi was one of them, and it just got released. I check marked all the ones that are already on, and look how many still aren't even on there. I'm excited if Theta goes on there. That'd be really cool. But which ones are you guys excited about on here? And also, I've talked about Audius before, okay? But for me, I think that it's only logical that Coinbase is going to, whether you think it's, good moral practice or not, I think that it's only in their best interest to obviously put the coins that they're invested in the most up onto their exchange for a huge spike in volume, and they get it into the Coinbase rewards program where people can watch videos and earn those tokens. I think that the next logical step would be with Audius. You can see all their investments here. Okay, we've talked about Dapper Labs being one of their investments, but Audius is one of their investments as well. Now, Coinbase does not invest in a lot of tokens. In fact, all of the tokens from this last drop, these ones here, Ankr, Curve.fi, and Storj, none of them are ones that Coinbase is invested in, Coinbase Ventures. But Dapper Labs, Flow, I've talked about Flow before, and Audius are ones that they're invested in. So I would assume that sometime, it may not be this next Tuesday, but sometime in the near future, if all of the SEC stuff is approved and it's legal, the Audius and Dapper Labs, maybe they're waiting for them to be a little bit more decentralized because these are so new that they're still getting decentralized a lot. In fact, I know the video is getting long, but I want to show you just because while I'm following this thought process, Audius, if it's going to load. Okay, so let me go over to the token and I'm going to show you. The only reason I have not invested a lot more into Audius recently is because of this. Now, this may not be, let me go. Oh, here we go. So the circulating supply. I'm very big on circulating supply. I don't want my tokens to be diluted. And I mean, obviously, whenever a project is new, they're going to be diluted in the beginning as it becomes more decentralized and the tokens get distributed. But if you look here, in April 2021, which is next month, the total circulating supply is supposed to jump from around 200 million, maybe 180 million, up to almost double. Okay, so that's the only reason I haven't invested more into Audius recently. And in Audius, by the way, this is kind of, if you stayed to the end of the video, you get to see my thoughts on Audius, because I know a lot of you have been asking me about that. Audius, as of now, like I talked about, it's such a small market cap right now, and the only place you can really get it, yes, you can get it on Binance, but Uniswap is the only other place that you can get it. And even Binance kind of has low liquidity for it. But US investors, it's Uniswap is pretty much the only way you can do it, or like 1inch, you can swap for it. So if Coinbase does, if they get decentralized enough, maybe after this April, decentralization or somewhere over here, once we get a little bit more decentralized and Coinbase adds it, I think that'll be really, really a massive jump, and maybe even something similar to what Storj, again, everyone's going to roast me for saying that wrong, but similar to this, I think that would be awesome. So I don't really trade based on short-term stuff. I do like to speculate like this, but for the most part, I like to invest in things like this that I'm long-term bullish on. Anything that the next generation of Web3 and what blockchain is going to do for the future, and different platforms and different what's the word I'm thinking of? Different industries that it's going to revolutionize, like audio and podcasts and songs. Just like Spotify, I think that is going to be absolutely massive. So I hold for the long run for tokens like this, but I'm waiting to see what happens in April. I'll make a whole nother video dedicated to that. But thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think about the latest Coinbase Pro drop? And I also would love to hear what you guys think is going to be in the next Tuesday drop. I'm assuming we're going to see 3 more coins. What are you guys estimating? It'd be really awesome, obviously, to get into those before they're announced, because you could see some crazy gains like this. But anyway, what do you guys think? I try to get to all my comments down below, so make sure you comment down below. Also, like the video. Thank you for making it this far. Hit that like button. It really helps out small creators like myself. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.